Yeah, it was a very, very interesting crash to have just ended everything there and then, including my internet. That's not usual. What are you going to show me? Yeah, by all means, show your screen on Discord, and I'll have a look. What? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that looks good. I like that. Oh, I like the HUD in this. What a great control panel. Oh wow. Yeah, see, this is what I thought. A nice like point defense. I imagined you were going to be like, yeah, big shield ball thing goes around it. Like, I thought it'd be like an actual shield, but that's crazy cool. Yeah. So this is one where you could sit at like a jump gate or a port or something, and then pull people out of it so that you can pirate ship them. Yeah, they can't escape. That's wicked. I like that. Yeah, yeah. Looks like a proper infiltration. Oh, my game's crashed. That means those contracts are going to be gone. Bollocks. Oh, I hope that doesn't fuck up my rep. Game killer. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. It is actually Star Citizen that's breaking OBS then. Okay. Why am I only streaming at 6K? That's not correct. Uh, oh, oh, no, we don't want that. I want this. Yeah, that's all right, that's all right, that's cool. Sweet! Yeah, man, that's pretty sick. We like it. I like it a lot. There we go. Pull that back up. Pull me into the game. Oh, oh, something is going on here. What? What is this thing doing? Still loading. Still loading. Oh my god! I'm still on my ship. I'm still in this game. I'm still in the server and on the game and in the ship. Oh, fabulous. Where am I? Am I still in my hangar? Oh, whoa. Where the fuck am I?
Where are you?
I think I'm actually still in my hangar. The problem is I'm stuck because I can't close the fucking door of my ship. Oh, there we go. Right. Let's get this thing back on the floor.
Ah, the void. There we go.
Oh, beautiful. So, open all doors. They are open. Is my cutter still broke? Get off. Oh, sweet.
Oh,
So it didn't fully
shit.
kill my game. It just brought me back in my shit. And I am still doing the titanium. I didn't get rid of my contracts. Okay. Maybe it
How
purges
come
them when
your
you...
hangar door is like fucked up?
What, on my cutter?
Yeah.
Because I don't know. It's just... I did the first license mission, it was fine. I did the second. That's where it... So I'm just going to keep doing it until I put this thing away. Um, I've still got my contract, as I never actually left the server. Well, there goes...
Oh, I got knocked on my ass by your car.
Oh, you were underneath me, were you?
I wasn't underneath, mate. I wasn't underneath you. But oh shit, you nearly just landed on me. That was fucking close.
Well, why are you in my... What are you doing in my hangar? No wonder
Well,
why. I didn't know you were in it. That's not going to help. Um, what was I doing? Where am I? I'm at area 18, aren't I?
you're in your hangar, yeah.
Yeah, cool. So I'm just having if I can get over the fact that it's kept everything. I ain't gonna have to accept new missions. But yeah, open and close all door toggle. That's open, and then I go to close them, and it doesn't shut them. So hangar door's just wide open. Oh well, it is what it is. Let's go. Whoosh.
No, you've gone already. Okay.
I have, yeah, because I want to smash these out. These 2.8s. Because once I've done the 2.8s, that's when I'm going to end up with the 2.10 SKU missions, and then one of them is a 25, I think. Is that right? I can't remember. I think so. Wrong one. Contracts. Thank you. Yeah. So this is an 8. Yeah, the titanium and the corundum are 8s. Then I've got 2.10s, one of aluminium and one of quartz. Then I've got a 25, which is the pressurized ice. Excuse me. Cruise control, are you going to switch on? Yes, you do. Nice. Yeah. Let's go to cracking, crack-a-lacking. Ah, beautiful. I've got high enough to engage quantum. Boom! Virginie, how do you do? I am back for a third time? Or a fourth time? Third, I think. Yeah. We know we're getting close.
Okay. They cost me 75 grand and they're buying Atlas.
Yeah.
That I can keep on the front of my car while I load it.
Oops. Let's take that off. Let's turn that off. Game's got to catch up with itself. There we go. Let's get this down. Oh yes, a swathe with hanger noises. Welcome to Bajini. Oh. Roll on. Okay. Beautiful. Right, continue where I left off before my game decided to just crash. And my internet. And Discord and OBS. But hey ho, it is what it is. Come on, door open. Opens just me. Don't, come on, let me out my own shit. The fuck is this? Come on. You can turn the lights on and off. You're gonna open the door. Thank you. Oh, now my door's half shut. Interesting. Huh. Does that now mean I can't get back on my ship? I think it does. Oh, you... Right. How annoying. Let's put it away. I'm gonna have to put it away on the Bajini. Store it. And hopefully that'll reset it. Oh, while I'm here. Let's do this. Take this guy's helmet off. Yeah. Wait a minute. Oh, can I not put it in my hand then? Oh right, I only let you put a full one in your hand now. Okay. No.
There we go. I now have an atlas.
Oh, congratulations.
It's just point and click with the cargo land or loading. It'll save so much time.
Oh no. No. Oh, I need that bottle. Oh my god. No, 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 no. Oh, just pick the fucking thing up. Just drink from it. Like, why not let me drink from it? Interact. Store it.
How the frick is that a guard with a gun out?
Ah, 69% hydration. Nice. Okay, so does that now mean that I can stack? Okay, yeah, that's cool. Can I put it back in my hand? Can I drink from it? Yep. So the trick works, dude. On the bottles.
Oh, does it? Oh,
Yeah,
decent.
I've just turned around and had two. I drank my first one earlier on in the game. That was fully empty. It returns to inventory, and I couldn't. You can't stack them. Well, I've 100% and a 0. But I've just drank the second 100%, stacked it on top of the empty percent. So I've got two 0%, and then dragged both of those into my hand. It's just given me 100% on the thing again to drink it, even though they're both empty. So yes, look, it's not been patched out.
Nice.
Yeah, I can verify that. Just streamed it. So there we go.
I've
Anyone who's
just
watching
done
the
it.
stream.
Yeah, I've just done it myself again.
Fabulous. Um, what am I doing? Oh, yes, the skew of the Riker contract. We want. What do we want? After titanium. I think it's the titanium. Doop 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 doop. Where is the
Yeah,
titanium? That's the quartz. There's the titanium. Let's go. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that was another thing I was going to check. Oh, that was another thing I was going to check. Do I have the paints? No, I can't check them here because they're not here. They're at area 18. I'm an idiot.
you can go on the asset manager.
I can. That's a good point. Assets. No,
I
because I'm not
found
in
the little.
Stanton. I'm in Core. Open. 18. Open. I do have the ice brake livery for the cutter, so why is it not letting me apply it? Huh. That's interesting that I do have it, but it went, I better try to apply it while I'm here at fucking Bajini rather than at Riker. I bet that's my mistake.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle
What's a
Retrieval System. Your
tool?
vehicle has been delivered to the follow. Please visit us again.
Now, question is the cutter going to come up with a broken tail? Yep, the fucker is still open. Fuck's sake. It might just be on this instance on this server, so I'm not too fast. At least it's now actually fully down.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, because I went to...
Super Genie.
Oh. So that doesn't close it. How about the outside? Does the outside shut it?
Okay, I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
no
some
worries.
jam tarts.
Question is, no, it does not. Okay. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. So many dropped frames. That's unreal. Oh well, it is what it is. Let's go.
Hello and welcome aboard your dream interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Are they now? Lovely. But they're not though, are they? Yeah. Uh. Okay. Huh. There she be. It's better. No, we don't want that much roll. We just want to. This is why I don't use the outside view. It's so much better on the inside view. Let's get you backed in to there. Landing is indeed complete. Get out the chair then. Hello, exit seat. God, got some serious slowdown on commands today. It's not good. Can you open my door? Hello. Door open, please. Oh. You know what? Fuck it. Okay. Yes. $1. Lovely. This one's going to be a bit more of a struggle to do 8. No, I can fit on 6, maybe 7 comfortably. 8's going to be a squeeze. Should be okay. Yep, that's 2. Let's see. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, box. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. Just a 4. Yeah. Might have to build myself in on this one. Doable. Done it before. And we can get a what was the name of that bike that I had? I can't remember what it's called now. The Dragonfly. We can get a Dragonfly not comfortably, but it you can drive it in and shut the door if the door ever works. You tailgates it in there. Probably should have chosen a smaller bike. But to be fair, I quite like the look of the Dragonfly. It's quite nice. So, yep, that's in. That'll do. Come to Papa. Oh! Bumped myself with a 1 SKU box. That would be a headache and a half. Yep, let's get you locked in there. Now this is where things get a little difficult. So now I've got to build myself in. I've got to pull both boxes to the ramp. And then be able to actually select both of them to build myself in. This is going to be interesting. Put that there. Don't slide down and away. Excuse me. Yeah, that'll do. And then we need to bring this in. Yes. And bring this in. Right. Maybe we didn't want to rotate that there. There she be. Oh. Well, we don't want to play with that too much. And that's why we don't want too much in the way of... But at least that's in. Cool. Let's go. So I can definitely do 8 SKU. I could probably do 10, but that's going to be the maximum push of this ship, I think. Absolute maximum, especially when we can't close the doors. Will it come in ship systems? No, it does not. Does it come in vehicle? Open doors. Nothing happens. No, so all the doors inside the ship go, but not the outside door. Interesting. Well, you know what? No problem. As long as the stuff doesn't come out the back of the ship, I don't really care. And it doesn't, because each ship's got its own onboard gravity, so thank God that once you're past the point of no return, you can tip up and the boxes are not free, which is good news. So a little bit cheesy.
Landing gear up.
But we are on the way.
Shield system offline.
Yep, we'll get that going. Can we get to... Yeah, I don't think it'll let me do that. Of course not.
System online. Shield system offline.
Uh-huh. No, we don't want that. Yeah, I don't think it would do that. Cool. Well, it is what it is. Yeah, okay, so we can get online, but all the time Fowler is there in the viewpoint of Riker Station. I can't QT to it. I mean, that's not so bad, I suppose, but it kind of... I mean, it calibrate, but then I can't jump. Yeah, it just cancels it. No, no ways. Hmm. Hmm. Let's put a little bit out of the QT speed. Don't want my ship to burn up and blow up. That would be tragic, wouldn't it? That would not be good. Yeah, we'll do a casual 600. 656, that's not so bad, I suppose. Let's close the old curtains to the window outside, because it's getting a bit on the dark side. Oh, just rips the curtain liner a little bit more. Oh, that's not good. Oh, just a quick... Yeah, I assumed that was a little too far. Let's do 110. Does that mean I'm going to get a bit more of my HUD back? Not really. I could get away with it probably being a max, considering how... let's do 111. 111 will be fine. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Uh-huh. That doesn't really do anything, does it? Fortunately, no, it does not. I've never found it to do much. Oh, there we go. We've got a bit more of the HUD. Although I'm not too sure if I like that distance now, to be honest. Let's go back to 108. It was a bit close, but at least I needed to move around. I can see where I'm at. Got all the options there. Now we're a bit more below atmosphere. Give it a bit of a charge. I know where we're heading. Dropped another 5.3% of frames. This is not good. Let's take cruise control off as well and manually interact with our throttle. think 550 is sensible. It's going to casually come down as we get more and more affected by the gravity, though. That's fine. Those back boxes have moved a touch from movement, but they haven't actually flown out the back of the ship, which is good news. And then we'll have to see if I can attach the Iceborne livery to the cutter when I land and do it in my hangar. Okay, we're only going to want to do 302. So there isn't a... No, there isn't a tower in the way. Cool. Might as well turn that off now that we're in atmosphere. Because we don't need it. Yeah, lovely jubbly. Request, yeah, beautiful. And now coming in. Sink the ship. That's the height. Try and miss the tower as we come in. Now we're nearly at floor level. We'll just pull back on the max thrust and get ourselves down to 100 sort of range, just under, slow and steady. I'm not going to turn around and make the mistake I did earlier on, because that was terrible.
Warning, you are leaving the safe zone.
Yeah, cool. Let's do it. Get ourselves a 50. Nice.
Landing gear down.
Yeah, nice. Let's adjust the roll. Beautiful. In we go. Yeah. Spinner. Spinner winner. Straight for touch. Oh, too far. Back a bit. And land. Little bit rough on the landing. Don't care. We've made it back in one piece. Now we get to tractor beam out. Yeah, now we get to tractor beam out the boxes. Come on, open the door. Says me. No, not the lights. There we go. Yeah. Now we can shove that one out. I'm going to throw that one out. There we go. Lovely. On first two. Brilliant. Brilliant. One clip. Two clips. Let's have this one off. Yeah. Three clips. Beautiful. Let's pull this one off. Damn. Clip there. If they're not in the right places, I'll go over and clip them. Oh, knocked myself with the box. Whoops. Get up from prone. You silly sausage. For a minute there, I thought it'd say I'd injured myself. That wouldn't have been good. That would have been terrible. He's doing cargo missions and he still managed to die. What happened? Crushed myself with a box. Well, it is what it is. Oh yeah. Come on. Yeah, boy. Is that the last? Yeah. Yeah, clip that on there. Oh, someone else is doing boxes. I can hear them in the hangar. Now these all clipped. They are all clipped. Lovely jubbly. So we definitely know that eight fit in the cutter. Oh, you fucking... Right. And down she goes. Completed. Oh, I got plenty of time on those ones, so I have done them in the right order, so that's good news. So where time is when it might end up releasing finally. I suppose that's not too bad of a problem. So that contract's complete. Beautiful. I just need to fix the cutter's door. I wish I could. But no. It does not want to animate whatsoever. Cool. Cutter door. Bust. Still bust. Oh well. It is what it is. Ooh. Right. That's in there. Oh, hang on a minute. There it is. That's the one I want. So if I move the paint to the elevator. Oh. Because I can't have them on there, I guess. That's for ski boxes only. It's personal inventory stuff, so let's go to here and see. Yeah, there's the ice brake livery. That's what I'm after. I've done all of this with my helmet off. That's not good. That's a bit silly and dangerous. If I end up in space, I am fucked. Absolutely, totally fucked.
I am back. I don't know if you can hear me.
Hello.
I'm tempted to go do because I need to earn, the guns are really expensive. I had a look on Urkel and the attrition 5s, which is what I want for my,
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle
it's a
retrieval
mold
system.
talus. And that's cool. Anyway, where is
All
it?
vehicle has been
Mirai.
moved to our storage facility.
Oh, it's 324.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Do 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 do.
Is it Mirai? Guardian Key. Attrition 5s were really expensive. 276,000 each. For the gun. So I need new ones.
Yeah.
That's 552,620 credits on AUEC I need. Which is a few missions to do. That's why I got the Atlas, so I can quick load cargo.
Yeah.
52 SCU. 91. Fucking wasting scrap. That's gonna take forever. That'd be pretty damn cool, though.
Oh dear. Alright, back to Fleet
Welcome
Manager.
to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
No,
Please
actually, I
visit us
wanna
again. Goodbye.
see if it'll let me add my livery that I clearly have. Oh, there we go. Now, yeah, okay, so I did it in the wrong place. No, we don't want that, we want that. Save changes. Yeah, give me the colour in my white and blue because it looks so sick. Yes, yes, that's better. Don't have any liveries for the Titan. That's okay, because it's white to begin with. I just wanted it all
Welcome
matching.
to the ASOP vehicle retrieval. Your vehicle has been. Please visit us again.
Give me back my cutter. Oh, there she is. She's so pretty. Hello, little fishy. What say you, little fishy? Let's go! Oh, yes. I mean, I might be way more visible in white and blue, but it's such a sexy look. So I do like it, do enjoy it very much. Yep, no, the back door of my cutter is officially fully broken. At least in this server. It does not move. It comes out open, it stays open. Ugh. Damn! That's bloody annoying. Open the damn door. Let me get in my ship. Hello? No, my door. Aha, my door does want to open. There we go. And this one. Yeah, it's definitely some broken button lag, that's for sure. Well, that works. Wait a minute. I'm not tracking the next mission. Next contract accepted. Accepted hauling ones we got. No. It's the 10 SKU, 10 SKU, 8 SKU. Let's do the other 8 SKU. The 10 SKU we'll have to build ourselves in, but 25. Oof, that's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough old banana. 210k though. That's not a bad start. Not a bad start at all. What? Joined hangar queue. Your place 1. Maximum estimated wait 100 seconds. I don't think so. Wow. Well,
Your systems are offline. Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are
beautiful.
offline.
Yeah, back up and running. Hey, out to Bergini we go again.
Landing gear up.
Where be she? She be there. Cool. Up we go. Maximum thrust. Maybe not quite maximum thrust, but close enough.
Shield system offline.
Back door fully wide open. Oh well. Nice. Oh yeah. And the jump to Bergini is done.
Quantum drive
We
active.
love to see it. We love to see it. Hey. Turn that off. Do 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 do. I'm a real life spacer. Doing them spacing things. At least I can't hit the damn decoupled mode. That's for sure.
Landing gear down.
Yep, it sure is.
Landing
And
gear
he's
down.
down. It's a crack-a-lackin'. Now I've got to figure out how I'm going to do 10 skew. We know we can get 4 here, another 2 here. We had 2 here. We should have another 2 here. But the issue then becomes how to get down the side and being able to get out when we get to the other end. That's the next question. So let's figure that out as we do it. Make sure that we can get in and out. Oh, don't do that. Get off viewing it. That's why you're broken. Thank you. Corundum. Thank you. Let's pull that down. Make sure it's the warehouse. Doo 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 doo. So we are looking for corundum. That's the quartz. That's the pressurized ice. It can only be this. Move to elevator. Raise it up. Beautiful. No, this could probably be a bit closer. I think that's what I'm going to do. Just reverse this a little bit closer. So we've got a little bit less having to move it around and stuff. think that's probably as far as I'm going to want it. Oh yeah, beautiful. Right next to the entrance of the door. Love to see it. We love to see it. What we do, let's get that back up. This fucking thing. Cheers, Benji, for letting me know that ABS is once again being a little bitch. I had this set yesterday. I never changed it because that's what I played last night, and it's still being a bitch. There we go. Dropping fuckloads of frames though, so it's probably not going to make too much of a difference that stream-wise I'm saying I'm doing Black Ops 6, but I wonder how many people are erroneously viewing my stream going, this ain't Black Ops 6, what the fuck's going on here? Oh, it's aluminium. I want corundum. Oh no, I'm putting the wrong stuff on my ship, that's not good. Let's put that back. Yeah, that'll do. Let's get the right stuff for the right mission. Oh, silly bean. Oh, but now if I do this one... No. Wait a second. No, we'll do the... I'll go off. We'll do the 10 skew. I just need to track the right mission, is what I've done wrong. No, it isn't accepted. We're not doing that one. We are doing aluminium. That's the one I want to really be tracking, because that's the one I brought up that is going, oh, you need to put this in there. What's imaging? So that's what we're going to do. We'll do a 10. We'll come back for the 8. Oh. Slam you in there. Oh. No. I know you click, but I don't want you to be there. I want you to be up there. Thank you. Coming towards me, the floating cube of death. There we go. Come on, aluminium. Or aluminum. Goddamn American English. Oh. Ow. Oh, crushed my box. Oh, I just got crushed by my box again. Whoops. Don't tractor beam the box on top of you, boys and girls. It hurts. Oh, come on. Get into the... Oh, yeah. I can't, because it's already in the space. Yeah, let's ram that one right up tight there. Beautiful. Right. Let's get this one. Don't want to be off the ramp. Thank you. Oh. Yeah, this is the one with the funny light B that's on the wall. But we can jostle it kind of into position. There. That's probably the best it's going to be. Now, this is the tough bit. This is where we need to have these in a position where we can... can have you there. And then we can have... Well, we'll have to have you on the top of it. Even though you're probably not going to stay there, you might just roll away. No, you don't. Oh, that's good news. Kind of. Because now we've got the horrible task of building ourselves in. This is where it gets difficult. So I've got to really bring these up here. The other thing is, it's the last thing I want. No, because I know how this game can get you stuck, and I need to be able to get into that door. This pathway, I shouldn't be able to move these. Yeah, there we go. Right. What is this ship doing? It's got a bit of a jank on. Fuck's sake. Why am I losing my sound? What? Oh. Don't be doing this bullshit to me, game. I've lost my sound. Why? Why have I lost my sound to my game?
You've lost sound. That's weird.
Huh. I've lost the sound to my game, but apparently Stream hasn't. Interesting. Okay. No. I can't say I like that. Let me just double check that. Oh. Okay. Right. There we go. So for some reason my headset decided to just go, nah. We're not going to do that. We don't like you. But this is why I don't want to be mucking with these boxes too much, because when you get to this position, it gets really... Yeah, okay. We're going to have issues. We're going to have super issues. Because it doesn't like the fact that these are not cargo clipped. That's about as far as I'm going to be able to get it. Yeah, that's the one that's fucking everything up. Okay. I can't put it through the door. I also need to be able to get in the door. No, don't pull that out. Stop. Oh, fuck off. Stop being a tard. Right. This is what I was afraid of. Right. Stop flicking my ship. Stop bouncing it. That's not right. It's not natural. Not natural, man. I shouldn't be able to move my ship with boxes. But that's the way, it's the nature of this game when you kind of cheese it a little. No. You're coming with me. Really doesn't want to have 10 skew on it. Well, it's on here now. Get off. That's not what I asked you to do. Oh, bollocks. Stop it. Stay on the top of that one. You're the one that's causing the trouble. You need to be here. Ugh. It's so precarious. You need to be here, just to be safe. You need to be there. Then I need to... Nope, there she goes. Out she goes. Stop it! Grabbing all the wrong shit. But we're in. So let's see if it's still... Yep, there it is. No boxes on the floor. No, good. Well, it's janky as hell, but that's 10 skew. Right. Can't remember how we No, I don't want that. I don't like that I'm now not centered on with my rear view. Right, cool. In enclosed structure. Yeah, no, I know I am. What is free movement? Because I cannot remember for the life of me. Yeah. Exactly that. Free look Z. That's what it is. There we go. As centered as it'll be. Right. Let's crack on with some more spacing. With our 5.8% frame drop. Jesus. And this has only been an hour and 8 minutes. And the previous one was just as bad. The question is, are they going to fall out the back when you take? No, they do not. Thank you, ship gravity. Gotta love it. Right, let's take up the legs. Legs are good. I mean, I'd love to know what happened to Faldo. He was in match. He was in game. Are we still in a party together? I don't even know. I am in a party with Faldo. Okay, but I can't see him on the map. Why is that? Is it because he's behind me? Nope. I wouldn't be able to see him in free look anyway. What am I doing? That's silly. Oh, it is what it is. Get back into here. Okay. Try and load that back up. I mean, yeah, he's not playing Star Citizen anymore. So, God knows what happened to him. Well, it was good to see your stuff, your new ships and that, Faldo. I don't know what happened with you disappearing on Discord. I know I left, but I was chatting and getting no response. So if you're watching my stream, apologies. But and I'm not getting anything back from someone I'm in a party with. There's not much point hanging around, right? I mean, I'm busy doing these SKU missions, these haulage missions to get some cash. Yeah, there's no. If I'm not gonna be in a party and be chatting away just to stream. If that's all I'm chatting to. The party's been disbanded. Yeah, I thought as much. Okay. Well, I'm sure there are others online that are playing Star Citizen. Unless, although to be fair, it's 5:20. It's probably dinner time, to be honest. um, but yeah, I'm gonna smash these as fast as I can. What am I on here? These are the accepted haulage. So we're on. Yeah, we're on this one. The aluminium. Aluminum. Quartz and corundum next. This one I might sack off because it's 25. That's 2 trips at least. And it's only 43k. Yeah, but we're going to abandon that one. Oh no! I just abandoned the wrong one. I selected the one I wanted to abandon, and it's a. Oh no, that's the history. This game, bro. This game. Yeah, we'll do the 210s and the 8. I can't really do the 25 skew. That one's a little bit of a stretch in this. If I could only just get 10 on it, and again, I can't shut my door. If I can only get 10 on it. That's 3 trips, 2 10s, and a 5. I don't really feel like that, to be honest. I think we'll do this one and go from there. Oh yeah, let's pull back on the velocity. Not burning up today. Oh, I heard movement of the boxes. The last thing we want is damage to the ship where the boxes go nah and kill us from the inside out. They can do that. I have had that happen before, so best to watch that out. Watch out for that, I think. That's a good afterburn boost. Let's get into some cloud. Oh, going into some cloud. Buffeting. We're going to hit some buffeting. Ooh, yeah, buffeting. Yeah, buffeting in the cloud. Look at the streamers coming off those rear fins. Oh, it's just such a good game. It looks so good. How's the verse? Leaf Fireclaw, it's not too bad. 4.0 preview build is actually pretty stable. We've got 300 to 600 players on a server now. They have brought back in full screen and being able to down res to be able to play, which for myself, as mentioned at the start of the stream, is a godsend when you've got a ultra wide screen monitor that isn't actually supported, because in 3440 by 1440p everything's still centered resolution wise, rather than stretched properly, which makes things a little bit difficult to play within that resolution, which the end of 324 obviously had a issue with. The only gripe I do have is since they've put full screen support and the ability to not have to run in native resolution, AMD chipset users are still locked out of being able to use FSR in Catalyst Control Center direct on hardware, because it no longer detects that the game is running in full screen mode or full screen borderless. So for me personally, I can't actually upscale like I used to, but I'm still sitting at 60 to 70 frames per second, occasionally peaking at 80 to 90. I think I used to get 100 plus all the time, and having that kind of bridged the gap a little bit with some of the server troughs and peaks that would occur when loading. I wouldn't have issues with draw distances and some tearing and particle effects like I'm getting at the moment. However, very smooth, not really getting much. Again, there's a classic example of draw issue without it. The old hangers, or being able to see inside the hangers. That sort of stuff is a little bit more preload cache. But other than that, way more playable. The end of 324 I couldn't play because of the lack of full screen, and I play in 1920 by 1080p, which is what this is, although Twitch will not show that quality because my source on there is at 720p because I'm not affiliate, so the quality doesn't translate. So if you're getting good quality, it's not too bad. But yeah, highly playable. Most functions generally tend to work. I don't get much in the way of screen tearing. I'm not using frame regeneration on the AMD either. I was earlier, but I think I'm going to have it off because I'm getting less issues. There's just silly little gripes that you can get, like, for example, trying to open a door can sometimes be a little bit frustrating because it takes a while to respond. I'm trying to do a 10 SKU box mission in a cutter, which obviously isn't ideal. And on this particular server, despite having a game crash earlier on, because I haven't actually left and disconnected from the server, I'll show you in a second, but the response to my cutter's rear tailgate, the ramp access, it's not responding. It's currently permanently stuck open. Like some of the other ships' issues used to have, like the Carrack having issues with one of the left-hand pod rooms where you could just drop through the floor and glitch. That never really seems to be resolved if you joined on with 2 or 3 people in the party on that ship. But yeah, right now I can't. Doesn't matter how many times I smash this button to close this ramp or the one inside. The bloody thing does not want to respond. Also, it's the same if I use my action wheel with Alt F, doesn't actually respond either. It'll open all the doors for the modules and the internal doors and close them, but not this one. So I think this is currently bugged on this current server. Oh, plus you get silly little stuff like that. I didn't actually knock myself over there, but apparently my tractor beam decided to do it for me. But other than that, yeah, it's pretty well playable. I'm happy enough. The game still looks as beautiful as ever. Hangers, yeah, hangers work. For the most part, you will find, as you probably know, but for those who don't, ramps on your C2 are still broken. Yeah, it seems to be that either it breaks in a version on the server and fixes itself if you go to another server, or your ship ends up broken until it's destroyed, and you reclaim it at a different start point, I believe. Like if you were, well, I'm at area 18 obviously, but if I started Orison next time on the loadout, the cutter's shit stuff probably wouldn't be broken. I think as well, I've also noticed, and me and my friend Faldo have noticed, that the jump point around the orbit of Bajini, unless you're coming from area 18 to Bajini and back, trying to do anything sideways in actual space from other places like Lyria or anything like that, trying to get to Bajini itself and cast a route on the map to then jump to, you'll jump within 50k and then go to jump that last 30 to get within the 22k I think it jumps you out at, and it will just keep you going, and you've got to physically jump out of it because it just doesn't attach to Bajini itself, even though in maps it has. So there are a couple of little silly quirks. Again, it's not game breaking stuff really. Again, I had a server crash earlier on the stream, which you could probably see on one of the stream vids that is prior to this one, and the start of this. My game, it was like it Alt F4'd and broke, and crashed. It crashed that, my internet, Discord, and OBS, and shut everything down. I loaded back up on the launcher, and usually that would kick you out of the server. In this instance, it kept me in the party with Cefaldo, and I was able to open up the game, rejoin on him, and I was still in this hangar, in my cutter, with my contracts. It just jumped me straight back in. So it seems that so long as your party doesn't break, but the game crashes, or you end up with a catastrophic failure, whatever, you can still rejoin, and it's like soft saved your position. So you don't necessarily lose where you were, you don't necessarily die and end up coming back um, in med bay, wherever. So that kind of helps. That's pretty cool. Apologies for the dropped frames, guys. I really can't tell what the hell it is that's doing it. I assume it's just this game and my internet, to be honest. Oh, you get silly little stuff like this where the shadow box of a certain thing isn't where it should be. Which, you know, that happens. That happens. Yeah, that's the aluminum. Oh, British, so it's aluminium because I can speak English properly. Although that's not really a joke. I shouldn't say that. It is a joke anyway. I mean, we all know it's down to the printing back in the 1900s, Victorian times in the 1900s, to save on space in the newspapers. That letters started to get dropped in English over in the good old US of A. So, but yes, my my back door is broken. Today. It's only gone today. It could be worse. It could be the whole ship. So yeah, silly little gripes. But again, I'm relatively happy that it's again playable. The grind is real. Obviously, it's 4.0 is like a white build, so I'm having to scamp back up some cash to be able to buy my Drake Vulture in game again because I can't afford the 175 quid in the store for it outright. And I think, yeah, I did buy it in game before. But when I bought it in game before, it was only 2.4 or 2.69 million credits maximum. Now it's closer to 3. No, I bought it at less than that. I think it was 2.2, 2.3 max. Because I only needed a couple of salvage and mining runs with Faldo to be able to afford it. It's only like it was over 2 days. I think we did 2 or 3 runs. But yeah, very, very playable. It still looks as good as ever. I've sorted out a fair few of the anomalies and issues that crack on. The only thing I will say is that keybinds, some of the way that the buttons respond, particularly with like thrust, with the acceleration limit and the speed step up limit, is still a little bit. It's new, it's fresh. I get why they've done it and changed it, but I quite likes the older version where it's a little bit more, should we say, forgiving, or a little bit more linear is probably the better word for the step change per tap, whereas now it seems to be very rapid. You don't, it's not quite as comparable as the previous version. I preferred the previous, like 322 and 323's build of response for how the thrust and the limiters worked. And obviously cycling through guns and gun modes on the mouse. I'm lucky that I've got a Roccat Cone AMO mouse, so I've got plenty of buttons and profiles to assign. I can my mouse wheel tilts left and right, for example, and doesn't just click in and scroll. I've got 2 thumb catch buttons that I use to cycle up and down through these rather than having it on my scroll wheel, because I want my scroll wheel to be the thrust control. Not forwards and backwards thrust, I mean the limiter thrust. I've also had to move decouple from C because I keep smashing that, so that's now over near backspace, but it's not actually backspace. So yeah, it's doing well. Other gripes, obviously, this screen in 1080p, 1920 by 1080p, even in full screen stretch resolution, it's still centered in the middle of my screen. So what you're seeing here is what it would look like on an ordinary squarish monitor, and it would stop at this edge and at this edge, like the UI. But when I come out of the UI, see how much stretch I have? That's how wide my screen difference is, on my curved 30-inch monitor, compared to what the game actually wants to show on how the native resolution now works, since they took full screen out of the game and then put it back in. Now, this screen used to stretch the whole way like my GUI, and yeah, it might be a little bit wide and fat and stuff on my screen, but I quite liked that because it made a lot of the text more readable, because some of these fonts are a little bit fuzzy and a little bit squished, but that's all over the game because I'm downscaling and then not, or I'm under resing at 1080p, and then I want to upscale it with FSR. The issue I have is that even with full screen and FSR enabled, it doesn't actually work in game because the optimization isn't there. And I assume that this upscaling technique is supposed to directly link to AMD Control Center or Catalyst Control Center for my AMD graphics card, and that cannot turn around and pick up that Star Citizen is running in full screen or full screen borderless anymore, so it no longer engages the FSR super resolution option outside of the game to go into the game. So I can't upscale to my native 1440p from 1080 as that is supposed to work, or how that is intended to work, sorry. So that's the only real gripe. I did put a post on Spectrum to state that, you know, that change, that one change that they made, Nvidia's control center, I believe, does it automatically, regardless of the game. Okay, whereas AMD, it's a little bit more manual, and it needs to detect that the game is running at a lesser resolution than your native, to then recognize, activate, engage, and upscale with FSR. So I'm not getting the true benefit of my graphics card because of how full screen and full screen borderless were coded out of the game and then put back in, because as I made in my point on the Spectrum forums, what if someone doesn't quite have the hardware to run at their native resolution this game? Also, what if you don't have a multiple monitor setup? You might want to run the game at a lower resolution, and then upscale, which Nvidia you can do automatically fine. That's fine, that's their prerogative. But what about AMD users? What CIG did has disadvantaged all AMD chipset users, because as far as I know, I can't get the FSR to work in Control Center when this game is running, despite going through the options and having it set up how it was before. Where it should automatically pick up that I'm running at 1080p in full screen or full screen borderless, and Control Center no longer can. So, and the upscaling technique makes literally no difference. Everything else is set high, photo mode. Also, I can't run the field of view that I was running at because I now need to have it closer. The other reason for upscaling is the HUD in the ships. All of the HUD in the ships, as you can see, is a little bit fuzzy and blurry because I'm having to run it at lower resolution, so it's bigger, along with the field of view. If I run it at high resolution, all of these numbers basically disappear because the font gets too small. So they've actively tied the font GUI size of the UI to your native resolution, and as they said, we can't change it because most games now run, even though they say they're full screen borderless. Like, yeah, that's great, but you still need the legacy option in your game because we still haven't moved to the next gen of stuff that's going to do it all as standard and do away with the bits and pieces. So it is what it is. As a result, I've gone back from being a semi-serious player back to a more casual player, just doing the old grind of these cargo missions at 260k. I started today with 11,000 after buying supplies to actually start doing these cargo runs. So, it's hit and miss. Depends where your investment is. I only bought the game package with the Titan back at the end of 3.18, going into 3.19 when I was introduced to the game. So, 3.5, maximum 4 years ago. And the only other thing that I have purchased is this cutter. Because again, I'm a bit more of a casual player, and I just don't have the funds to inject into a game of this size at the prices in the store. I would love to have the money to buy a Drake Vulture outright. So, because I think personally, the Titan game package, the cutter itself as a starting ship, as your first one that you buy, is cheap enough and decent enough to do most missions that are cargo and what have you carting around. The Titan's okay for some fighter bounty type stuff, and some pirate type stuff. If you're alright at dogfighting and don't mind occasionally losing out to heavier ships with basically no shields. And the Vulture just for the salvage. So you've got multiple options, being able to do multiple contracts, or you can cover a wide range of contracts with just 3 ships and the least amount of money spent in the game. For those who are on a massive, a really tiny budget like I am, I think that's fair. But yeah, again, the game's doing me well so far. Apart from the one crash earlier that happened, things aren't going too bad. Let's do that one. So while we're here, let's just make sure. I don't want to quit out of that. Let's just make sure. No, it's this one I want. I don't like that it does that as well. It dumps me out of it. Let's do that. Repair. Auto process with the fuel. We're going to assume that's done, because I know that sometimes double checking it looks like it hasn't done, and then you're sat there clicking it forever and it just never refreshes. Hangar requests are nice and responsive. You're not out there having to spam Alt N all the time to be able to get a response until you do. That's good. I'm not really sure what else to say. I mean, it's pretty damn well responsive considering. And again, it still looks fucking gorgeous, even though I can't properly upscale to 1440 on this screen, and I'm running at 1080p, whether I'm inside or outside. The only, obviously, issue I've got at the moment is my ramp's broke. Not too fast, not too bothered. Would you be bothered? Probably not. At the end of the day, nothing falls out the back, because as soon as it passes that hinge line on your ship, you've got gravity. So at the end of the day, you're not going to turn around and lose whatever cargo you're trying to trek out at the back, because it's just going to keep it on the ship. Think of it as like a field. The only issue is, of course, in something like this, with the skew grid that's inside this, it's only designed for 4 boxes, and any other boxes are sort of rattling around. And anyone who does play this game, as you're probably well aware, that can cause you to get damaged. And if they're big enough boxes and bounce around enough, if you're too jerky with your movements and such like, you'll end up destroying yourself. Because I've had that issue before in 3.23 and 3.24. So again, hit and miss, but you take the good with the bad. And considering where this game was a year ago, massive improvement. Absolutely incredible. It's definitely heading in the right direction. I do think that's now because there is so much backlash with how much money has been spent on developing this game, and particularly the server meshing technology, that now actually is quite stable, works really quite well for how many people are now on the servers. I would say this game's heading in a very, very clear and positive direction, considering. So yeah, I'm quite chuffed, to be honest. I would say that the state of the game right now, highly playable. And for those who would want to be able to play this game or can afford to play this game and want to check it out, I highly recommend you do so. Game packages are like 30 to 40 quid with a ship, because you need to get that to get a ship, otherwise you can't start playing. Again, I'd recommend either the Titan as a starter or the Cutter, depending on what you like the look of. The Titan looks very similar to John Crichton's ship from Farscape, if anyone remembers that sci-fi show from back in the day. And the Cutter that I'm currently in is supposed to be a close approximation, or a homage rather, to Lone Star from Spaceballs. So there's always these little nods to the thematics of sci-fi series for most of the ships. It's worth checking out in the shop which ones you recognise, as to which ones you might be interested in purchasing in the future, and all that sort of good stuff. So it's all around pretty damn good game, and there's still shed loads of features yet to come. The issue being is, when the updates arrive, will they work when they are implemented? This is why there's obviously the EPCU and the PTU testing servers that are for various tiered subscribers and backers. So yeah, there's a flavour and budget for most, and those that are interested, again, I highly recommend you check it out, because at the end of the day, for a space sim game, this is where it's at for sure. And I would hazard a guess that once the server meshing technology, being able to jump to different places and keep everyone live on the server and have it all permanent instance, when that is fully completed, fully rounded out and working, it will not surprise me if it gets patented and CIG end up patenting or patent licensing out their technology to other developers, and we start seeing games like this across all genres start to become the norm, with the next jump in technology and the next jump of gen gaming. Because as ideas go, what a phenomenal feat to pull off. But to get it working and stable, what a monumental Herculean task they set themselves. And it's been a tough journey for most backers who have been backing this game since, what, 2012, 2013? I'm an original Tracking on the Fringe and Freelancer player. I still have both of my copies on my bookshelf over there. And I absolutely adored Freelancer, because at the time it was the closest you could get to Elite, which I grew up with on the Amstrad, before Elite came out, got developed and made for its 25th year anniversary for consoles and PCs. And as much as I have liked that game, I've played it on console, on PlayStation, a couple of times, and just the tutorial missions put me off, as good as it looked, and it struck me as being quite limited, in the same way that Destiny or Destiny 2's RPG is limited. It should have gone more towards Ultima Ascension online. This surpasses all of that and then some, and it's still an alpha. it's mind blowing. So yeah, I fully expect that they will patent this technology to other developers to be able to utilize to develop games on. And if they do, and keep it in a way of, in enough of an open source that others can build on it, and so on and so forth, games will be incredible in the future. Obviously, it won't be everyone's cup of tea. I'm not saying every game will become this, but if games did do this, imagine using server meshing technology and the stylistics of this game, but with VR, you'd end up getting pretty close to Ready Player One, the film, and the whole Haven program that's in that game that everyone jumps into, where they can have whatever avatars they want from any franchise they want. I reckon that's where we'll end up. I genuinely do. I think that's where we'll end up with this kind of server meshing technology and the way that the assets of this game work. Which, by the way, I do have Peter Dalton's extractor tools and a lot of other SC tools to be able to look at the assets of the P4K file to see how this game is built. And I can tell you, just from unpacking it and seeing, one, how large it is, unpacked, because the download for this game is like 110 to 120 gig. When it's unpacked, it's closer to nearly 400 gig, right? So this game's running in a form of compression system that probably doesn't help. Like, it's running, trying to do that with 100 concurrent players on server meshing technology that wasn't quite stable was obviously why things break, and then troubleshooting and debugging makes that quite difficult. But to see that each ship, the assets for each ship, yeah, it's mind-boggling. If you wanted to build a ship, be prepared to spend a year with a team of like 3 or 4 people coming up with at least 6 folders of assets for each module and section of the ship. So I'll use the cutter as an example. This back section is one module, right? This is one module, this section. The door itself and the mechanics that animate for the door, like these pillars and stuff, that's an asset section by itself. Then you've got the interior when it opens up. That bed area, that's its own module with its own concurrent assets inside. Then the same for the cockpit. So we're already talking 3 different modules that have been glued together that are like 6 folder trees within themselves for each module. And then that's just the inside. You've then got to replicate that to skin the outside of the ship, the engines, thrusters, the landing gear, any gun module ports, which then these have to be interchangeable, of course, for whatever you put on it. And then you've got to wrap it in your graphics correctly, and then have engine graphic animations, and then you've also got to have thruster animations, and you're talking around 20 folder trees across 3 to 4 different asset trees for each ship that's around small to medium size. So can you imagine when it comes to building and designing a ship that has a 12 module system, for example, like your Carrack, or we'll go to the like 16 or 18 modules of the Reclaimer, for example. You're talking a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of assets to 3D model in what used to be the Cry engine that CIG RSI have really taken and fully modified to make their own, which is why there are also issues with this game when it comes to bugs and glitches and stuff. I can see why, because the game runs on 3 different script languages. You've got C plus or C hash. You've also got what was it? You've got Python is in this, and there's another script beginning with L. I think it's like 3 different languages across everything. It's no wonder this game takes some serious running and serious coding to find issues and the such, and why they invested in the player base basically being the testers. You fund the game that you want and test it for us. You can play it the whole time as we build it and develop it. Now, you don't usually get that with most that kind of commitment and trust from developers to be able to do something like that. half the time. So props to CIG on that one for sure. But that's enough of that. Let's get out of here. Yes. Come on. That's one more contract done. Let's get rid of that. Let's quickly go on to the old imaging. So yeah, it's again a work in progress. Uh, oh no, that's not the word I wanted to use. There we go. Right, we've got the skew on the ship. Look at that. Got a lovely 8 skew there. Let's go. Let's turn this boat around. Yeah, we know that. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's crack on. Yeah. We know my calibration is not gonna let me. I'm not after going to Pagini Point because I'm already here. Wanna do. Get rid of them feats and let's get the hell out of here. And let's get over to shipment. Oh, it's probably not gonna let me do it. Well, that's fine. Let's cruise control that bitch. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. The other thing I just wanted to double check. Oh yes, the music is in. It's just not that loud. Which is a shame, because I think the music in this game is pretty good. Oh, I mean, look at the detail of that planet. Ah, we're already getting into atmosphere. Damn. Well, at least we're making enough cash. So that's good news. I mean, I'm currently sat at 259. It's pretty good. It's pretty good considering I started with like 0.5% of that today. before stream issues, so I'm relatively chuffed. That's a good day. It's a good grind. We like it. We like it. Oh, we're getting a bit of buffeting, and we haven't even hit cloud cover yet. It's concerning. I mean, shouldn't be, but you know. Or is it because no, it's not because of the boxes. Here we go. What have we got going on in OBS? We stopped dropping frames. Oh, that's alright, but we've still probably dropped some parts of the stream, which again, apologies for that. It happens. Here we go, coming in atmosphere at 40k. Dropping speed rapidly. We're not burning up too much, it's not so bad. Yeah, cool. Well, yeah, the music's good, but I now need to concentrate, so I can come back down a little bit. Also, I think my audio is a touch bugged. I think it's been a touch bugged for the better part of half hour. Oh, going through these clouds. Water, water. Yeah, look at that. Not a massive fan that the water effects interfere with the holographics, though, across the top of the HUD, which shows that they're just affecting the same layer that they're on, when really they probably shouldn't. Which I think is probably just artifacts coding, or remnants of artifact coding from how quantum travel used to occur on some ships, where the actual halo at the front of the ship would turn around and come through into the ship. Particularly with ships like the Carrack or something with massive protruded glass fronts and such. And yeah, it would turn around and muck things up a little bit. But it does return to normal, which, you know, it is what it is. I'm sure that'll get fixed at some point in the future. Nice. Oh, we got a medium bay, hangar bay ship coming into land there. That's cool. Oh, we need to slow this way down. 200. Oh, we're going to end up fucking up. Let's not do that. I don't want to end up on our roof like earlier. That'd be criminally tragic. But it is what it is. So let's. I know I'm leaving the safe zone. I don't want to be in the safe zone. I am the safe zone. Let's get the landing gear out. Now I can see into the hangar. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, it is complete. Nice. I don't know why I wanted the lights off when I wanted the door open. You open my door? Uh-huh. Hello, open the door. Hello? No? Cool. I might be stuck in my ship. Come on. Open the door. Come on. There we go. A little bit of a response time there. It's a little bit on the laggy side. And let's bring this up. While we're doing that, we'll start unloading. Oh, that's the wrong thing. There we go. No. What did I just say? That's what I wanted. Silly little things like that, you see? I've already pressed one thing for it to keep the multi-tool out, and yet it still wanted me to have the Medipen in my hand. Which obviously that will not wash. Especially when I've already told it to be put away, so that I can crack on with the job in hand. Mm. Yeah. Last box. Yeah. Oh, no. You can say that. Cool. So this. Put that down. Continue. Lovely jubbly. Nice. That should be at 300k? Yeah, 310k. What a day. Well, we've only got one more left to do, and that's the last 10 SKU contracts that I had. Which is accepted. One more to go. One more 50k. 10 more. What have we got? This is the what am I looking at? It's the quartz. Track it. Got the elevator up, yes. We've got the elevator up. Oh. There you go. I knew that my shit was no. No, door's bugged. Didn't like it. Doesn't want to know. That's fine. See? Should come up with the close. It doesn't on that back door. It's a shame. No lights on? No. Off? On. That's what we wanted. And it turns the fuckers off anyway. What are you doing? On. Turn them back on. Thank you. Back up at the front. Let's deploy. Can't remember what that was for. Was that the eject? I can't remember. I don't want it to be the eject. Shut down. No. Engage free gimbal. I think, yeah, there we go. The old side windows. Look at them. Beautiful. Let's keep them there. Can't get distracted then.
Launch complete.
Yeah, launch may be complete, but we're not quite there yet. Let's get that done. Let's get this down.
Landing complete.
Bit of a rough one. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, alright, okay. Joining the hangar queue. Place 3. Estimated wait 300 seconds. Somehow, I don't think so. But that's probably the case. Probably doesn't help that I am yeah, probably doesn't help that I'm spamming the buttons to get the place. Yeah, it would be alright. It is what it is. It is what it is. Let's get some more SKU boxes to bring back. Last one, another 10 of 10. I'm sure we'll be just fine. Just gonna wait for the place 1. Hell yeah. And it's there, sweet. No, 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 don't shut the doors. Why are you shutting the doors immediately? Didn't even give me a chance to get out of the fucking hangar. What? What's this shit? Well, there you go. I'm just saying that the game works okay, and then it's just shut hangar doors on me. So, yeah, open them back up, thank you. Kept me in a queue, and then decided not to let me out. Oh, let's go. Whee. Look at these bad boys. Look at this. Off we go. And we're back up on it. Last contract. Last contract, boys and girls. Where are we going? There it is. That's where I wanted to be. Let's fucking hop to it. And that's hop to it, not hawk to it. Hawk to it. Oh, didn't want to do that. I wanted to shift boost. Boost my thrust. That's what I wanted to do. And let's get that closer. Looks like I'm gonna have to repair this on the last one. It looks a little bit battered. Yeah, we can link in now. That's good news. Bring this down to there. Boom. Yeah, I know it's now on because I turned it on. That's what I was doing before. Yeah. Come on then. Let's take it all the way up. No, you can only do it in under 10k. Is it under 10k? Yeah, it is. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Not right at the end. Whoa. Little overzealous there on the acceleration because I've still got the fucking cruise control on and I don't want it on. I didn't get to turn it off in time. I'm an idiot. Whoa. We had a fail there right towards the end of the Star Citizen stream. That wouldn't have been good, would it, boys and girls? Oh well, it is what it is. It would have been what it would have been. Let's get in this hangar. See, it's been a while since I've been away, but now that I'm back and I've been doing this for the better part of maybe 3-4 hours, the confidence has come back, especially now that I've got used to the throttle and acceleration step limiter stuff again, and I've got things where I kind of want them to be, I guess, with the responses. That, and I've figured a few things out about the cutter, that it can hold between 8 and 10 skew if you're lucky and you're careful and you know how to load it. Even if it is a bit fraught with danger or potential damage to your ship. But here we go. Here's the last one. And then just to inform you that I will be closing the stream and going for dinner and probably for a piss, to be honest. Once I've done this last shipment, move that to the elevator. Because it is now 6:20, so let's hoping I can get this done by 6:45 and get off by then. I will go do my business, and then I will probably be back later for some Call of Duty. I would have thought, and yeah, we'll go from there, shall we? We'll go from there. So hopefully I won't have so much in the way of dropped frames and the like, because obviously that doesn't bode well for the stream and the stream quality. I'm hoping that my delay actually helps with that a little bit. I can't possibly say or tell you if it does, because I'm not the person who watches it. I will watch back some of it to see where some of the points of it are, before it goes up on YouTube, of course, and to make sure that it's not too broken on Twitch. I should think it would be okay, and I'm sure my codec bits and pieces on OBS are set up okay to compensate. But it's always a little bit alarming when I'm seeing drop frames and I'm getting above 2 or 3%, because that's quite a tidy portion of frames to be losing to the internet packet bursting, to data transfer, to encoding, whatever it is, for any particular stream, let alone I don't see these higher numbers in Call of Duty when it desyncs or anything like that. So I know that it's not caused by my connection. As soon as I'm in Star Citizen though, it and OBS clearly don't like having the same bitrate pathways in the software when it comes to my wireless router, my wireless adapter for my PC, and sharing my connection. So clearly there's some, again, in-game optimization for Star Citizen to contend with that should really be the next port of call, I think. Like, make the game a smooth process to play. Now that they've added Pyro as a system, that I've only been in the once. I've only seen it the 3 times. The first 2 times were in preview videos, and when it was first being tested, and and anecdotal stuff from friends of the time, and Cefaldo, of course. But now it's a real thing, and I've actually physically been there, and it works for the most part from what I've seen, including the jump gate. Oh my god, phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. But we have got two systems in the game, and both systems are equally massive, with locations and things to do, contracts, etc. I do think quality of life and optimization of the game to have in-game hardware features like the upscaling method and technologies, the graphics options, the audio, etc. I think that's more where things should be tidied up, in my opinion. Purely because that's what really kind of matters to draw more players into the game and to play it to keep the functionality and the development and the testing of the game continuing. Otherwise, we're going to end up with a game that a lot of people are going to get a little bit on the annoyed side with when it comes to constantly having content, but the game's still broken, or it doesn't work as intended, etc., etc. Which obviously we don't want that, do we, boys and girls? We don't want that at all. We want to be able to play the games that we like and that we're testing and excited for and all that good stuff. And I don't see how Star Citizen should be any different in that regard. So that would be what I would prefer to see happen next. I haven't recently looked at the roadmap to see if that's what's occurring or anything like that. So it could be the case. I wouldn't necessarily that is the case though. Oh. I just need to put you back a little bit so I can. Yeah, there we go. Right, here we go. Last flight of this portion of the evening, and the last flight of this stream. Before dinner and a break. This one's been 2 hours and 30 minutes. Obviously, I did an hour and 20 beforehand and an hour and 15 before that, before the crash. So, you know, I'm probably due a break, to be honest. But that's okay. That's what's going to happen next. Come on. Request me. Yes, let me out your doors. Let me out your doors. Open sesame! Yeah, and the rest? No? Alright, cool. We'll just go out now then. And let's charge. Woo! Yes, it is. Here we go. That's 230 odd K. Yeah, the boxes are still in the back. Sweet. Oh dear. So what I am also hoping is that as I finish this and then save, put the ship away, repair it, etc., fuel it and that, I'm hoping, which would be the test either for later on after dinner, maybe after some zombies, or perhaps another day, maybe tomorrow or later in the week, depending on what happens. Obviously, with Christmas just around the corner, Christmas Eve tomorrow, obviously. The real test will be to see if my cutter is broken with its back end, which won't be too much of a problem, but aesthetically a little annoying. Also, it's a solid piece of ship that, in rotation, could get damaged, flip me, cause problems with collision, etc. Also, the safety aspect. Anyone could now run on the ship and just rob it because it's no longer protected. That's a bit of a concern. So that will limit me to certain missions, just for safety aspects. I don't want my ship stolen or blown up and have to pay the cost. But I to pulling my profile out of the server and disconnecting out of the party, etc., will hopefully reset the working capability of the cutter. I'm pretty sure that it's not just the ship is broken, because it was working earlier on. I think it's just this server that I'm in has bugged that part of the ship in its communications of the coding for how the button press works, so whether it ups and downs, or opens and closes, should I say. So we'll see. We'll see if pulling the cutter out, fully disconnecting from the game, being off this server, etc., whether I'll be able to get a fixed cutter on the next time I play the game and jump in and load it out and see if it's the ship that's broken, the asset that's broken, or whether it's the server that busted it on this instance. Considering I haven't actually left the server since the crash, or for the whole day, the whole time I've been on this, I've been in the same server. I assume from previous findings and previous builds, that's likely to be the case. It seems to be the way that things respond. So at the moment, I'm not too fussed. If it has permanently broken though, until a patch upgrade effects, I'm going to be a little bit annoyed, but not too annoyed because, as we figured out, no, 10 SKU fits on this thing, whether the door's open or shut. It just makes things easier if it stays open for 10 SKU for cargo missions. So, you know, I'm well on the way to getting my Drake Vulture back. That's pretty much my current grind at the moment, is to get the Drake Vulture back so I can do some salvage, because I absolutely adore salvage missions. They are probably my favourite missions to run, purely because using that laser on the ship derelicts and stuff is the most therapeutic thing I think I've found in a game of this kind of quality and looks and style and just everything. For some reason that clicks, that really hits the neurodivergency for me, and it soothes my brain. I could do ship salvaging for hours on end, which I think might be one of my specialties. I'm definitely going to be a PvE player in this game. Definitely way more. I can dogfight. I can fight pretty well actually. When it comes to the NPCs and some other players, but that's not always my bag. So yeah, I think I'll just be a resource person, particularly towards salvage and these sort of like drop missions with the SKU cargo stuff. Keeping it simple for now, building myself up that way. A nice grind, nice and casual, nice and slow, nothing too intense, with the odd peppered mission here and there of, you know, absolute insane debauchery when it comes to gunfights and stuff. But that's only because military get up in this game with the guns and the ammo, blah blah blah. It can be quite frustrating to be doing like a bunker mission or whatever, and then end up finding yourself completely and utterly shagged by NPCs that run at the server speed, which is locked to the FPS, or was locked to the FPS. So anything between, you know, 5 and 10, you're usually alright. Anything above that, and all of a sudden you're facing the hardest of hardest NPCs that may as well be FPS cheating lobbies where they're wall hacking, they're auto aiming, and you know, you're just dead when you get in there, you're dead on arrival. There is no fun in that type of gaming experience in those bunkers, which happened a fair bit in 323 and 324 for some of the event stuff. Not to say it was bad, it was just really annoying to go all the way across the map, set yourself up so you're over there to be able to just use the med bay and stuff, and then you die, you know, 3, 4, 5 times over before you'd even got got down the lift in said bunker. So, you know, it was chalk and cheese. And some people say, oh, just get better at the game. So, okay, you go do it where the server basically cheats you with its NPC firing mechanisms, where, you know, they see you before they've even loaded in on the map, and you're dead before the elevator door that they spawn out of even opens. Yeah, it's pretty tough. Again, it's like any FPS cheat lobby, where people camp with their glitches and stuff, and you can visibly see who cheats, who doesn't. You know, it gets frustrating and annoying to the point of you just don't want to play the game. I mean, at the time, it was for us that played. It was a necessary evil because obviously it didn't matter so much. They're NPCs. If it was real players, though, you would not be having a good time. You'd probably uninstall the game and never come back to it, or rage quit, or what, you know, that it was along those sort of lines. Because, or you just have to keep an eye on what the FPS of the server was and know when to hit a bunker. But because it was fluctuating quite often, you'd find that you had to be very clever in how you hit the missions tied into the server FPS. Fuck off. Didn't even touch me, bro. What are you doing? So yeah, it could be a little bit janky at times, but we got through it. We managed to do the special events and stuff. So you know, it's neither here nor there now. And again, that was during the let's see how much we can load up the servers with the amount of players we got, with events running in new unlocked map areas that we wanted to add, new assets, new AI, new character models, new armor, new weapons, blah blah blah. And see how much we can push the server meshing technology, because the whole idea was, well, if we push it to its maximum whilst we're still building it, we'll know how far we've got to increase the coding to make it work, so that it works when it's not under load, or when it's within capacity with headroom to spare, which is where they've got it now. So props to CIG on that one. I know a lot of people complained. And there you have it. That is, I believe, my last accepted contract. Yep, right, there we go. That's 5 haulage with 1 abandoned, because I weren't doing the 25 SKU. I don't know why I selected it in the first instance. So now we're going to come over to our screen, and Fleet Manager, controller for our, what's it? We're going to store that bad boy as she tips over the edge. Yeah, what a way to store it. Look at that. There, see, that's the tailgate. That was the tailgate doing that. Oh. Oh yeah, that's bust. Well, it's up. Let's get the fuck out of here in case it blows up. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Ah, she disappeared. She despilled. Cool. Right, so that is what it is. And that's all for me for now. I'm going to go get some dinner, go to the toilet, get a drink, have a break for a bit, watch a couple of videos, and then I shall be jumping back on a little bit later on. So, as always, like, follow, share, comment, subscribe, chat to me, go find my YouTube channel, go find my Discord. The links are on my Twitch page. If you want to get into Star Citizen, there is a link on my Twitch page that's a referral code. I'd be very grateful if you were to use it, just to get your account signed in on their website. Yeah, even just to check it out. Signing up is free, but it'd be nice to have my referral code used for once, just to know that, you know, I've brought someone into the game. I have no idea what that actually would do for me. I did it back in like 3.5, 4 years ago, so referral for it, I don't get paid, I don't believe. I think it's just maybe a skin for a ship or something like that. I know it's I think I have to hit 10 referrals anyway before you get anything. So, and I, as far as I'm aware, have none. So anyone who wants to check this game out, Star Citizen from CIG, go over to robertspacindustries.com, use my referral link code that's on my Twitch if you can. That'd be fantastic. Sign up for a free account. You'll get access to the forums, and you'll be able to see what the game's all about, the lore, what their project timeline is, what the development is, all the good stuff. And yeah, that's it for now. So I will see you in the next one within the next hour or so. As always, take care of each other. Love and peace. See you in a bit.